Morning, Jimmy Krotov speaking from Moscow. Today is my special day because it's the birthday of my wife. Among the books which I'm writing, and which I will never finish, I guess, is the book dedicated to this history of one day in the world history. It's the October 2nd of 1890. It's quite a strange day taken by chance because I possess a great treasure. It's the menu of the dinner which Tsar Alexander III and his heir Nicholas II, saint, had in Skala. It's the Beloveja, a great forest in Poland. Actually, now it's on the between Poland and Belarus, White Russia. And on this menu, according to the tradition of this time, tsars and empresses, they all made their signatures. So I think it's quite a precious, my precious, my precious. Um, and recently I found in the internet the New York newspaper on the same date, um, just 4 pages, price 1 cent. And among other strange texts in this newspaper, it was called The World, no less. The World. There was a column of polemics about, can your wife be older than you? And there was an example, it seems to me, of Gladstone, or Disraeli, anyway, Prime Minister of Great Britain, who was younger than his wife. His wife was older for 24 years. I remembered Macron, who is younger than the eldest son of his wife from their first marriage. My wife is older than myself, 5 years. And in this letters in this newspaper world, also one guy stated that the best difference between sexes in marriage is when wife is older 5 years than husband. During the last 20 years, this date is always a little bit shadowed by the birthday of Putin, whose birth date is October the 6th of the same 1952 years. So today my wife is 70, and tomorrow Putin will be 70. And I dare to say that years come and perish. The best thing which I have in life, which I had in life, certainly is my wife and our love. It was not simple, although I dare to say that our love, our relations were not easier than in other marriages, but still it's a happy story without big catastrophes and big temptations and stuff like this. And maybe this is for me to be how to say it, to be more creative, because for me our love is something like a basement. It's an ark in the sea of troubles. Love's not timesful, the rosy lips and cheeks within its bending sickles compass calm. Love alters not with his brief hours and weeks, but bears it out even to the age of doom. So now we are coming into the age of doom. 70s, 80s, everyday pain and suffering is in another point of your body, but still we're happy. I wrote Love and War in the title. And I dare to say, my mother and my father, they married in 1945 during the war. And what is more interesting, they've been acquainted through the war correspondence. My father was on the front, and he wrote a letter to the newspaper asking someone to answer him and to support correspondence with him, some lady. And he received a lot of letters, hundreds of letters. But he answered only to my future mom. So the war was sort of a fortune for them to find each other. Whereas this present war is certainly, first of all, a tragedy. And it's real like a dark cloud which altered all our life, our existence. It's a strange thing, but we're happy even now. Certainly, my wife was in tears when the war began. But on the material level, it's okay. Nothing has changed substantially. I am free. I am not in prison. And the day goes as business as usual. Breakfast, writing. We're going for a granddaughter. I'm going for the granddaughter. My wife goes with our granddaughter to dances or English. It's okay. And even, well, we have money. Sorry. But certainly everything as if we are dead to some extent. And it comes out that you can be dead and still you are loving each other. Love is love, even in the tomb. Okay, Jimmy Carlos Moscow, bye. And the name of my wife is Irina, which is the Russian pronunciation Ira. Like Ira, Ireland Revolutionary Army. And we see periodically the beer under this title. Oh, it's Sipa. Anyway, Ira is the Russian version of Salome or Shalome, peace, Jewish name meaning peace. The Greek word is Irena. Or in Greek, Irena. In English, well, you know better than me. Bye.